shelter, Garfield Ridge shelter. It's been cool. We slept up there on the top. It's pretty warm. All right, it's day 153. Just stopping for a break here on the way up. It's been a relentless climb up this mountain. So we spent the night at Garfield Ridge tent site. We stayed in the shelter. It was awesome. Really nice setup. Kitchen area, place to clean dishes. Privy, which I didn't use, but looked nice. And a caretaker. They have caretakers at the AMC campsites that run things. And he was a really nice guy, helpful. But it was a great night. So, yeah, big thing today is Franconia Ridge on a nice day. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then we get picked up about 12 miles by Vanish. So one of the goals is to make it before dark. So I'll try. So we did have a pretty light rainfall last night to our surprise. The downside of that is a lot of the rocks are wet, which, as you know, freaks me out a little bit, makes them slippery. Now we got to climb up this. I think we're almost near the top of Mount Garfield. That's another one of those climbs. We just climbed up that rock face. And you think, okay, so that's near the top, right? And you get to here, and you look, and you see that it just keeps going up. And just like yesterday, so this is the top of that rock scramble I just videoed. And yeah, it goes way up there. All right, we've reached the summit of Mount Garfield. Woo! It's a lot of climbing for this morning. We're in the clouds. We're above the clouds almost. Wow. It might be a very windy day though. It's very typical up here. Oops. Almost fell. Didn't die. Trying to figure out how to get up here. That doesn't look like it. Woo! That view became obscured by clouds. I think the clouds moving right over us. We're at the top of what used to be looks like a fire tower base. Yeah. I came up here to get some epic views. And as soon as I got up here, the cloud just moved in all over us, so now there's nothing. Well, I got a little bit before the cloud moved in. It's 44 degrees up here. We spent the night in the 30s, but it was pretty warm in the shelter. Yeah, it's a good day. All right, we're going to be climbing up Mount Lafayette next. It's a big climb, 1,750 feet up, and I think it's our biggest climb of the day. But that puts us smack into Franconia Ridge. We technically entered the ridge before we hit the summit. So again, I'm excited. I've mentioned this in an earlier video that I'm excited about Franconia Ridge. We've heard so many things about how awesome it is and how, man, try to do it on a clear day. So it's going to be a mostly clear day. And my understanding is we're going to have fewer crowds than usual. So everything is kind of pointing in the right direction for having a great experience. Yeah, looking forward to it. Looking forward to getting my hair washed tonight at the hotel. Just look, I don't know if it really picks it up, but it's just like green carpet everywhere. It's awesome. So looking up on top of that mountain, I see that square formation where I was like an hour ago. I don't know, it's still, 1,350 miles, and that boggles my mind that I walked that far, all the way down that mountain and up this far, which is far, in an hour. Wow. Alright, this mountain's kicking my butt. Still have a mile and about 700 feet to climb to reach the top of Mount Lafayette. There's another mountain after that. We'll do it. Make it. Ooh. Ah, the Skookumchuck Trail. We're going up there where the wind's going to be worse. It's really bad. Woo! Reminds me when we're on top of a few other mountains like Musalaki. Dear God, the winds up here are brutal. They're actually giving me what I call like an ice cream headache. Something like the cold winds are just causing I'm getting a headache from it. It's crazy. You actually have to, right here I'm kind of protected if I can do the video. You have to kind of brace yourself. It almost pushes you over. It's so strong. Woo! So I thought I'd come up here, it'd be a nice sunny day, it'd be a great thing, and man, I can't wait to get down. I just like, this is horrible. This is, yeah. This much wind constant is just will drive you crazy. At least for me, I can't wait to get out of it. I know I've got a long ways to go that's exposed. Oh well, gotta do it. Alright, I think the trail goes up there along the ridge, and that's the top of Mount Lafayette, which is the high point we need to get to right now. Alright, I know it looks funny, but I've got the flaps from the other hat covering part of my face. Any exposed part hurts from the wind. So I covered the hat with a puffy hoodie, and then I'm wearing sunglasses. Not because it's bright and sunny, which it kind of is, but that's not why. It's because the wind was just making my eyes burn and whipping my hair into my eye, which ended up starting to really hurt. So, sunglasses. Glad I brought them. The only thing I wish I had right now is like a ski mask. Cover everything. Woo. Hard to stand up. Get out of here. Alright, well, the wind very rarely dies down. Okay, the peak right there is where we were about 3 hours ago. Look across the next mountain, you see actually the rock slide where we were yesterday. Alright, we're on our way up to the ridge. You can see it goes a long ways. That's where we go. Along the edge, up to the top there, and then probably farther. Alright, for just a bit, we've dropped down into the trees, below tree line, right below it. But it's so nice to not be buffeted constantly by that wind. But we're going to climb up out of the trees in just a second, climb up to the top of that, which is Mount Lincoln. So, just to be clear, in case you didn't know, most, maybe all, I don't know, but most of these mountains are all named after presidents. And so we hiked Garfield, we're going to hike Washington. Anyways, they're known as the presidentials, or some people call them the prezzies. Alright, Mount Lincoln, 5,089 feet. Alright, so that was Lincoln Mountain. Now the next mountain we hit is called Little Haystack. but it's not too far up. I don't know if it's that or the next one. I don't know. Anyways, there's the trail. All right, not sure if it'll last, but the wind has died down. I mean, not just from a low gust, and I mean, it's actually hardly just a cool breeze right now. What a change. Will it stay this way? Don't know. Quite nice though. I spoke too soon. All right, we're headed up to Little Haystack Mountain. It's our last mountain. And after that, we actually start descending and heading back under the tree line. So that'll be good. Wind is not making up its mind. Once I take off all my layers to keep warm, the wind picked back up again, of course. So, yeah, just trying to make it without changing again. All right, we're down under 2 miles to go. Unfortunately, that doesn't include the 0.8 blaze. What we have to do is like a blue blaze to get to the parking lot. So we did it before, and it wasn't. It was a pretty easy trail. Now this trail, right now, it's not hard, but I'm just so tired of picking my way down all these rocks, and yeah, my feet are really starting to hurt from rocks. Yeah, I'm just complaining. You know how it is. At the end of the day, I'm tired, ready for a beer. Yeah. So Franconia Ridge. Yeah, it was. I mean, the views were epic, and I can see why local people really like it. You know, of course, the wind kind of was a negative. That's a lot of wind. So we were told that the gusts hit 65 miles an hour, and it felt like it. It felt like just like it feels when you stick your arm out of the window in a car going on the freeway. Yeah, that kind of force. So a couple times, you know, I had to, well, more than a couple times, I had to brace myself to not get pushed over. Even putting, you know, you put the tip of your pole down and it goes a foot to the side from the wind pushing it. Yeah, it was crazy. So anyways, glad that's over, but now we have to deal with Mount Washington, which could have super high winds and even snow conditions. But we'll see. Yeah, and also very much though looking forward to a hotel tonight. A hot shower is much needed, and I gotta have to figure out when our next zero is. We want to do Washington while the weather is better. It could be worse, and so that's tomorrow and the day after. Washington will take 2 days. I am sore. My feet are sore. My legs are sore. I could use a zero. But more importantly, a work project that I've been working on since the start of this hike back in April. It was on hold because of a question, and that question's been answered, so it's no longer on hold. And now they're saying, well, when are you going to get it done? So, typical consultant life. I got to figure out when I can get it done. And it's going to take at least a day. So, we'll see. All right, I've complained about the rocks, so let me point out that the trail for the last quarter mile or so, and it seems to be continuing, is quite nice. Just a normal trail. It's so easy to miss the rocks and walk on dirt. Yeah. What's your name?
Keith.
Keith, and where's your hike today?
Up to Mount Liberty and back down.
And where are you hiking tomorrow?
Tomorrow we'll probably do Garfield tent site in Garfield and see where I go from there.
And where are you from, Keith?
Rochester, New York.
Awesome, thank you.
Thanks.
All right, we're off the AT and now we're taking the side trail. It's 0.8 or 0.9, 0.9 according to the sign, up to the Flume parking area where the van is. So there is no closer place that you can park, like right there at the trail. So this is what we do. So that guy Keith I just filmed, really cool guy, and yeah, you meet people on the trail. It's interesting. You meet all kinds of people. Anyways, I thought we'd toss Keith in there because I found him fascinating. Also, this is day 3 of not having fell words hard. Yeah, and it would be a lot longer streak of not having fell. I don't think I talked about this the whole way up Katahdin, where if you fall you die in many areas. I didn't fall. I'm standing up there at the rocks surrounding the sign, 30 or 40 people around me, and I just start tilting over. I don't know why. I couldn't stop myself. I tumbled into the rocks sitting down. Not a big deal, but everyone's looking at me. And of course my record is ruined. I'm back to day 0. Days without a fall, 0. So, anyways, 3 days since, haven't fallen. Haven't got my shoes muddy even. Haven't even got my socks wet. It's been good. And we met our goal of getting to the van before dark. Got a lot of spare time. Sun's still way up in the sky. Well, maybe not way up. But, yeah. Have enough time to maybe go to the hotel, shower, and head out to eat somewhere. Woo! Looking forward to that.